My name is Peter Wilkes. I'm a Whadjuk Nyunga from Western Australia, and NAIDOC to me is about bringing people together, especially our families. Like with me, my family, I like my family to get involved because they learn a little bit more about our culture, and our culture is very important to us because, as the theme says, you know, always was, always will be. And to me, it's a part of our elders that have actually taught us a lot about our culture, and it always was and always will be. And I'm very happy about that, and I think Australia, the Aboriginal people there, I hope they all feel the same as I do, that always was and always will be. And hopefully it'll be here for a very, 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 very long time, as always will be.
Well, first of all, I'd like to tell you my name. My name is Mort Hansen, and I guess this year's NAIDOC, I don't really know much about it, but I think the theme is probably the most awesome theme that we've had in our NAIDOC weeks. NAIDOC week is to recognise all our Aboriginal people, which was never out there in the first place. And this country of ours was developed by the help of Aboriginal people, because if it was for Aboriginal people showing the first explorers the way to the waterholes and stuff like that, we probably wouldn't be in existence today. And for recognition of Aboriginal people in this country, in one way it's probably better late than never. And always was and always will be, always was Aboriginal land, always will be Aboriginal land. Okay?
Well, my perspective is from a people point of view. I mean, my husband and I lecture at Curtin Uni, and we talk to students from all around the world. And when we mention about their ancestry, and we talk about ours, they say, well, we're going to go to our homeland, and we're going to go back to Europe, we're going to go back to South Africa, or we're going to go back to South America. Always their ancestry and heritage come from there. And I look at it that I say, well, we don't need to go anywhere because we were here, we always was here, our ancestors, and we always will be. And you talk about travel and going back to homeland. Well, this is our homeland, and it was and it always will be. And everything we need was put here for us. We didn't need anything. And they're visitors to our country, and they always will be. And just as much as we will always come from here.
Firstly, what it means to me is family. My children and grandchildren and all Aboriginal people, and non-Aboriginal people even, learning about each other. Secondly, it's country, you know, the land where we come from, and we're still practicing our culture, or trying to practice our culture, still learning our young ones about our culture so that they won't lose it. Some of us lost it, so we're still learning our grandchildren about our culture. We'd like to do more, take them on out to country and do things like that for them. But it's just, to me it means still existing, being here and still practicing our country, and we're still here.
Exactly that, always was and always will be. One thing that I get a bit uptight about is when people refer to, say, 65,000 years ago. I mean, that's a load of bull dust to me. I mean, we were put here since time began.
I just wanted to acknowledge Mother Earth. She's our budja, which means that she looks after us.
Everybody, yeah.
And,
land
and that's why that's a part of our culture. It always was, always will be. We look after our land, our budja as well, as part of that, her looking after us, Mother Earth. Very important to us.
Fair skinned Yungas, dark skinned Yungas, but you're always the part of me that's most important to me is the fact that my ancestors come from here, my mother, my nana, my great-grandmother, and I can go and visit their graves. And because I come from the Pinjarra region where they had the massacre there, all my mob was part of that lot that was murdered down there. So, and that country always was my country, and it always will be. And my children, I teach them, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So from a people perspective, that's my take on always was and always will be. And always proud to be in Yunga.
Like I say, this one is probably the most awesome NAIDOC week that I've come across, and it gives expression for other people to know what NAIDOC is about and thing. But it's a celebration not only for Aboriginal people, it should be a celebration for all people, because Aboriginal people were the first people on this continent.
I'm proud to say that, as my brother said before, if it wasn't for the Indigenous people of all these lands wouldn't have been opened up as quick as they were if it wasn't for those people. I mean, you take America for instance. If it wasn't for the Native Americans, they wouldn't have opened that country up as quick as it was. South Africa, India, all those places. If it wasn't for the people of the land in the first place, these places wouldn't have been set up for, the Caucasians and everything to come in on. That's just my take on it anyway. So, always was, always will be, and proud of it every day. And I just don't, personally, I don't need 1 week to celebrate being Aboriginal. I use the whole year. I'm proud of who I am, have been, will be, and always, as it says, always have and always will be. That's me. Thank you.
I think it's a very powerful statement, because we do believe it always was our land and it always will be our land. And even though it's a little bit hard this year for us to be out there and celebrate this very important theme, we still can celebrate. And as I say in Noongar, Nichangala Buja Kura, Nichangala Buja Ye, Nichangala Buja Bugawan. This is our land, was our land yesterday, was our land today, and it will be our land forever. Always was, always will be.